Alrighty, thank you, Victor. Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Wang. I work as International Admission Counselor at Texas Tech University. I'm so glad to be here today to talk about the STEM education in the USA. So you might hear this word several times, but so today I'm gonna give more detailed explanation on what is STEM degree and why you should get one. And also, I'm going to talk about a little bit more about Texas Tech University. Alrighty. So this is today's agenda. You can see we're going to talk about four things here today. First of all, definitely STEM majors. Also type of school in the US. And also scholarship and tuition and institution highlights. And that will be at Texas Tech University. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, STEM major stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. As you can see here, there are a few different majors that are included in each of the fields, but there are dozens of majors that you can choose from that are in the STEM field. So there are just some few options. So for science, you can study major like biology, chemistry, physics. If the engineering field, normally you can study major like computer engineering, chemical engineering, and mechanical engineering, or computer science. And also in the technology field, you can study major like business analytics, data science, or information technology. And if you are interested in math, you can actually do like business statistics and the other two majors that listed here. So I can share the STEM major list with you after I go through all the slides that I have. So you will have a better idea of what STEM major are included. Alrighty, next question. You might wonder, why should I get a STEM major? So why would you be interested in doing a degree in the STEM field? So the reason for that is very simple, because STEM major is very popular job right now, and there are tons of job opportunities in the STEM field. So first of all, let's have a look at the STEM statistics. So as you can see, in 2021, there were nearly 10 million workers in the STEM occupation, and the total is projected to grow by almost 11% by 2031. So this is actually the statistics from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Employment and Projections. So it's from the very official website. And also, it's over 2 times faster than the total for all the occupations. And another good thing about STEM major is they also pay substantially more. So as you can see, the median annual wage as of May 2021 for STEM major are $95,420, and compared to non-STEM major, which is $40,120. And another thing is about computer and mathematics occupation. So as you can see, you at this chart, this shows the employment for the largest STEM occupation, and it's of May 2020. So employment in the computer and mathematics occupation groups is projected to grow 15.4% from 2021 to 2031. So as you can see, those are like quite popular major right now, and the job market, they're very demanding job right now. Alrighty. So after we talk about that, let's talk about how to get an undergraduate and a graduate degree here in the US. So for the undergraduate degree, you will need a high school education, so normally high school diploma, and to enroll as a full-time international undergraduate student, you normally gonna take at least 12 credit hours per semester. So, but it's like 4 courses. And average what takes 4 years. But if you are interested in a graduate degree. So that means you have already graduated from a university or college and you obtained a bachelor's degree already. So for graduate students, normally it lasts 2 years. So sometimes 36 credit hours around that. And to enroll as a full-time graduate students, you will need to take 9 credit hours per semester. And let's have a look at here. So you may wondering, what can I do once I get a degree? So that is actually 2 different pathways you can take once you receive your undergraduate degree. So once you get your degree, you can either move on to get your master's degree, or you can enter into the field of work that you're studying. So if you decide to go to master's degree, you could do, and you're interested in STEM major, you could do Master of Science in Engineering at Texas Tech University. So we have 11 different programs for students to choose from here at Texas Tech. But if you decide to work in the field of study, your undergraduate degree can also prepare you to enter the industry as well. So here at Texas Tech, we have really good career service department. So they have all the services that you need to get your dream job. So from the resume build-up, all the way to the like mock interview, all the way to the salary negotiations. And those are all free for you to get as a student here at Texas Tech. Alrighty. So next thing I'm going to talk about is the importance of internship. So one thing that is very important when you are in your undergraduate study is to getting an internship. So typically students can have one or multiple internship during their 4 years of study with their undergraduate degree. But as international students, you can do CPT, so that will be the chance for you to get the internship. So why you need to get a internship? Because the jobs and those major companies, they really look to hire students who have the real job experience. And often you will get the real world experience as well. So through an internship, you can also network. You can potentially could be hired on a full-time work if you do a really good job at your internship, and it will allow you to have a career development. So you can experience the professional atmosphere before you graduate from your undergraduate degree. You will also get some personal growth because you can then after internship, you can determine which different type of job you would like to do or would not like to do in the field. So it will also give you a really good competitive edge on a resume. So if you complete an internship, often job will look into those information when they look at all the resumes. And also, they often wants to hire you over a student who does not have internship experience. So internship within engineering and STEM field can be also highly paid. So there is a chance for you to get internship over summer, and you can get a good amount of money over that internship. So for the next one, already. So here's another quote. So 72.2% of college graduates with internship experience got a job offer, in contrast to 36.5% for those who did not complete one. All right, next question you might want to ask, how can I find an internship? So some institution will help you to find an internship. So for example, like Texas Tech University, where we are a 4-year public institution, we have lots of long-term partnership with reputable company in the industry. And we also host our career fair for the students who are interested in engineering program. There are 2 career fair each year. So one in fall, one in spring, and also paid internship are more likely in the STEM field rather than compared to non-STEM fields. And also research institution, because so that is something I want to introduce you guys. So For the research institution, normally you will see the word tier one institution. So that is the highest Carnegie classification, and that's the highest research ranking that the university can receive as well. So that means those major companies, they're willing to donate money for us to do research for them. So that's why research institution will have more opportunity or stronger relationships with those reputable companies. Alrighty, type of school. Alrighty, so you might know this two type of school before. One is private and another one is public. So normally the tuition wise, the private university is more expensive than the public university. So you might heard Harvard, those are like private university. And if you hear the words like has a state in it, definitely it's going to be a public university. You definitely can find those information on that school's website. And size-wise, normally private school is smaller, and public school is larger. And also regional diversity. For private university, you're probably gonna see wider variety, but in public university, you're probably gonna see smaller variety. And for prestigious, so typically, private university has a higher prestigious, but that's not necessarily correlated to the quality of education. And also the degree offering. So normally at private institution, you will see a narrow range rather than a wider range in public institution. So definitely looking for I would suggest you to look for the degree rather than just because you really like that school. Because normally I won't suggest students to do that because ranking that's a big virus in it. So definitely find the program that you like the most, and then you can search that program ranking in the U.S. and you will see the ranking of each institution there. So you will see some urban versus rural institutions. So you will see in these two pictures here across in the United States, we have thousands of institutions. So many of them are in big cities, but many of them are also in the college town. So just make sure what type of area you want to live in. But typically the cost of living in the college town is much lower than the big city. So such as Texas Tech, we are ranked in the top 10 affordable cities in Texas. But we also have a really good, like everything that you can get from a city. Alrighty, so you also want to be aware of where the university is in the United States. So as you can see in the both coast, we have the New York City area and Los Angeles area. So Los Angeles is gonna be very warm. As you can see, it's gonna be like the yellow part. But when you look at more towards the south area, where the green, this is Texas Tech. This is Texas, the state of Texas, sorry. The second largest state in the nation. So as you can see, it's gonna be overall warm, but you definitely can still feel the four seasons here. Next one, I got a lot of students ask me about the scholarship and type of aid in the U.S. institution. So first of all, let me introduce you some concepts. So first of all, institution aid. So you as an international student, you may be eligible for a scholarship from the institution, but you're not eligible for the U.S. federal aid. So that's FAFSA. So you might see that word everywhere, but don't look at that in details. Look for more like the scholarship opportunity. And there are also some other aid, for example, the home country government scholarship, loans through home country financial institutions, or sponsorships through families or company aid. Alrighty. You also want to be aware of the campus resources of the university that you're applying to. So you want to make sure each of this area listed are supported at the university that you're applying to. So the first one is health and wellness, and make sure they have the community clinic, the student health center, and also for the support wise, you will have like on-campus housing, the advising or career services, or counseling services. Counseling services, advising, normally you will be assigned an academic advisor, and also as an international student, you will have your immigration advisors. There will be a lot of advisors at your student orientation, but they're here to help you to make the whole transition more smoothly. And also academic-wise, if the institution have free academic support or tutoring. So at Texas Tech, we have the writing center, the math center. We also have the tutor center. So definitely, if you need extra help with one certain classes, we will have those resources available for you. And also, last very important one, library. So normally, for example, at Texas Tech in the library, you can use all the printers, the computers. You can even rent a camera. So it's definitely not just a library with books. There are plenty of things that you can explore there. Alrighty, housing wise. Okay, so here are some positive things that I listed here. So it's on campus versus off campus. So if you choose to live on campus, normally all expenses are included, and you will be able to promote your social life because you're gonna live with a lot of students in the same floor with you, and it's normally shorter commute. So at Texas Tech, we're the second largest campus in the nation, so we highly encourage our students to live in a dormitory that near their academic department. So you don't have to drive like 30 minutes during one like 2 classes break. And also, but for off-campus, for off-campus housing, you will have more privacy. So normally you can choose many different floor plans. You will be able to have your own bathroom if you choose that, own bathroom, if you choose that specific floor plan. And you will see more facilities, and they will have a year-round housing option. Because for some colleges, their housing range is normally 9 months. And so during winter break, you might need to move to another dormitory. But if you choose off campus, it's going to be a year-round housing option. Alrighty. Another concept that I want to introduce you guys today is the cost of attendance. So you might see that on a lot of university websites. So you need to know that that means the cost of tuition, living expenses, and health insurance. So pretty much the expenses for a whole year. Okay. And as an international student, you will need to provide the proof of finances for a year of tuition or living in order for us to obtain a F1, for you to get a F1 student visa. And it's often mandatory to get a health insurance. So let's have a look at the breakdown. So the health insurance, the average cost of health insurance for students in the United States is between $1,500 to $3,500. So the coverage might be different, but you don't have to feel nervous about this. For example, at Texas Tech, at the International Student Orientation, we will invite someone from the medical company, and they're gonna tell you about the coverage, also something about the U.S. medical system. And for the rents, it totally depends on personal choice, but the monthly average range is in the US is about 700 to 1,000. That's the average. But if you want to have your own beautiful one bedroom, one bathroom apartment, that might be higher. It also depends on the location as well. But for transportation wise, so if you live in a big city, the amount that you spend on transportation might be higher. But you might want to look if that school have the bus system. So you just need to have your student ID to get onto the bus. And excuse me. And for the food, it's normally around $250 a month. And also, if you want to watch a movie that, or like buy some new coats, some new shoes, that's totally your personal choice. So I'm not going to include that part in the cost of living. Alrighty. Thank you so much for listening to this long presentation. So now I'm going to talk about a little bit more about Texas Tech University. So first of all, actually this year we're honoring the 100 years of Texas Tech. We were established in year 1923 and has the distinction of being the largest comprehensive higher education institution in the West Texas. Also, this is where we're located. We're located in Lubbock, Texas. So we are a college town, but we also have shopping malls, different grocery stores, and also lots of like outdoor activities that you can do. So Lubbock is very welcome and friendly community that has everything you needed. So as you can see at this site, this is Buddy Holly. So he is a legendary country music star. He inspired Beatles, and Lubbock is his hometown. So if you're interested in country music, you will be easily find a country music concert all over the year. And currently, we have a little bit over 250,000 residents living here with us. We have more than 25 venues and parks. Next. Okay, recognition. So for those who have never heard us before, Texas Tech is a Tier 1 research university. I mentioned that a little bit more earlier. So it is a Carnegie classification and the highest research ranking that a university can receive. Even though we are the second largest campus in the nation, we have the 40,000 students enrolled at this moment. So even though we have large student population and large campus, we still maintain a 21-to-1 student to teacher ratio. So that means our faculties are accessible. So if you want to set up an one-on-one meeting, definitely you can do that. These professors, they have their office hours, things like that. And also 99% of our graduates find employment, join military, or attend graduate school or professional school within 6 months of graduating. At this moment, we have lots of programs. At undergraduate level, we have over 150. At master's level, we have over 100 degrees. And at doctorate level, we have over 60 degrees. So for a large university like us, you definitely can find a good fit in here. So these are our 10 academic colleges. So you can see we have the Davis College of Agriculture Science and Natural Sciences resources. So you can study major like animal science, nutritional science, and also our College of Engineering. We're one of the most competitive one in the nation. So you can study major like computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, and also petroleum engineering. So also our Ross College of Business of Administration. So we are also the top 100 ranked program. We have lots of programs, our top 100 ranked, and the houses majors such as business, management, accounting, marketing, and more. So if you're interested in specific major, feel free to send those questions to the chat box, and I would love to answer them after I go through all the slides. Alrighty, life as a red writer. So we think having U.S. University experience is also a very important part we want you to have. So first of all, we have over 80 international student groups, and in total, we have over 550 student organizations and over 30 on-campus housing dining options and over 19 residence halls. So those will be the on-campus housing, but there are still plenty of off-campus housing around the campus that you can choose to. And this is actually our lazy river. So as you can see, our rec center, which like the gym, is very big. Currently is 242,000 square feet rec centers. And those are all free with the student ID to participate, to attend. All right. And despite the services, like for everyone, we actually have a department called International Student Life. So their job is to make the transition more smoothly for you. So we have a hotel partnership program. So because the dormitory or apartment has a very certain date for you to move in. But sometimes due to flight availability, you arrive earlier. So we work with Visit Lubbock to offer some special hotel rate for our international students specifically. Also, we have the Walmart runs. So you can buy all the necessities there. So that means whenever you start to pack, you don't have to pack for a whole year. There are a lot of things that you can purchase here in the United States. Also airport pickup. At Texas Tech, we have a regional airport. So it's like 15 minutes driving distance from there to the TDU main campus. But you will need to register for that. And that's there's a very certain time period that you can apply for the register for this service. Also, international student group, international student organizations. Like I mentioned before, there are over 80 international student organizations out there, and you will see your lots of newly admitted students at the international student orientation. And at the same time, we will be assigning you a global guide. So Global Guides is a program that we designed to connect perspective with current international students. So you will have some friends, you can listen to them, like the experience they're sharing here. So lots of fun stuff that provided at this department. And also we have ISSS Counselor. So that stands for International Student and Scholar Services. Like I mentioned before, there are some certain rules you need to follow to maintain your F1 student visa. So they're here to help you. And also if you want to do CPT or OPT, so like internship, or you want to find a full-time job after you graduate, those gonna be the counselor help you with prepare everything. Alrighty, if we talk a little bit about the cost of tenancy, this is the cost of tenancy from 2022 to 2023 at Texas Tech. So this chart, as you can see, this chart covers everything. This total number, $40,415, is for the student who reside out of state of Texas. So there are lots of institutions in the country charging international student that. But here at Texas Tech, as long as you can get awarded at least $1,000 competitive scholarship, you will be eligible to pay the in-state tuition. So simply speaking, you will get the scholarship amount and you will be eligible to pay the in-state tuition. So this $29,145 is the amount before the scholarship amount kick in. So you're still gonna minus the scholarship amount from this total. So let's have a look at the scholarship specifically. So if you, for example, just graduate from high school, you have not attended any colleges or university after you graduate from high school, you will be applied as the international new first-time student. And this is the scholarship for new first-time students. It's called Presidential Merit Scholarship. Basically, if you can provide us the qualifying high school rank and test score, you will be, and you get admitted by the priority deadline, you will be guaranteed to get a certain amount of scholarship. So if your high school does not assign a class rank, don't worry. We have an internal system that's gonna convert your GPA to the US 4.0 GPA scale, at the same time assign you a class rank. So let's say you get your ranked top 15% in your class, and you have 1,300 SAT. You get admitted by the priority deadline, you are guaranteed to get $4,000 a year and in-state tuition. So your whole year cost of tenancy will be around $25,145. And the scholarship is renewable. So as long as you can see the renewal requirements here, as long as you can see, as long as you can maintain the GPA and the credit hours requirements, you will be eligible to renew the scholarship up to 8 semesters. So pretty much all of the time here. And Texas Tech is doing test optional right now as well. So we're gonna do that through year fall 2025. So we will give the chance for students to apply without the consideration of SAT or ACT. So instead of giving us that, you will need to provide us a list of supplemental documents such as your resume, your recommendation letters, or anything that can show your leadership skill, all the awards you got. So that if you choose test optional, you will be also considered for the scholarship. Okay, we also have 2 different scholarships for transfer students. So that means you are already in a college or university, but you have not completed your bachelor's degree yet. So there are 2 of them. First one called Presidential Transfer Scholarship. The qualifications are 30 transfer hours, a GPA hours plus 3.0 GPA, and you will get $3,000 per year. And it is also renewable. Once you get awarded this scholarship, you will be eligible for in-state tuition as well. And for proven achievers, that's another type of transfer scholarship that we award you. So the qualifications are 60 transfer hours plus 3.5 GPA. So you will get $4,000 a year and in-state tuition. The renewal requirement is 3.25, and you will need to register at least 12 credit hours per semester, which is also the minimum requirement for international students. Alrighty. All right, thank you so much for listening to this presentation. This is our QR code. So if you want to stay connected, feel free to use your phone, open the camera and scan this QR code. It will ask you to fill out some information like your name, the major you're interested, which term are you expecting to start your study here. So after you submit that, you will receive our automatic information based on your selection. And also, we're also offering one-on-one student appointments. So definitely, if you're interested in Texas Tech, feel free to scan this QR code. All right, maybe we can stop the recording.